Hey, I wanted to share you this email that I got from my friend. We've been friends since high school, and even though I love him, he's got some pretty wacky political views, or at least opposite of mine, I should say. And he sends me these emails, and I guess they're passed around, and it kind of. I mean, I like getting them because it lets me know what's going on, I think, on the wacky right fringe. So I'll read a little bit about it to you. It's titled, Yet I Passed It On. And shows this old lady sitting on a sofa with a little dog bringing her some cookies. I'm sorry, but after hearing they went to sing our national anthem in Spanish, enough is enough. Never did they sing it in Italian, Japanese, Polish, Irish, Celtic, German, Portuguese, Greek, French, and then it goes on and on and on. Basically, this is an email about keeping our country speaking English. And not that there's anything wrong with speaking English. I mean, I love the English language. I mean, there's this little island country, England, that later became Great Britain, that influenced the world, that some of our greatest literature is English literature. George Orwell, William Shakespeare, and one of our greatest scientists came from that little island, Isaac Newton. So I love the English language, and sure, and I can see that people get kind of paranoid when the, outsiders are speaking a tongue they don't understand. They think they're talking about you, or, why don't they learn the language? Well, most of the world is learning English. It's becoming the international language. So this is one of the examples of the straw men that the extreme right sets up to get our mind off the real problem. And the real problem isn't, some Mexicans deciding to sing the national anthem in Spanish. In fact, I think it's kind of flattering. Maybe they'll learn to understand our national anthem. I don't really see anything wrong with that. And a lot of this has to do with the nativist fear. The nativist movement rises up when people are scared. They're scared of something. And this is what the Bush administration, this is what the extreme right wants us to be. The right-wingers are by nature scared of everything. That's why they want to own guns. I mean, I own guns, but not because I'm scared of things. I like to go shooting. But right-wingers are all, don't take my gun away. I have to keep those scary other people away from me and protect my home. So, so on that point, so apparently the immigration bill didn't pass, and I'm okay with that. I mean, the other side keeps saying amnesty. They keep saying the word amnesty like over and over again, like if they repeat a lie often enough, it'll become true. Amnesty, I mean, by definition, I believe that amnesty means to be let off, scot-free, not pay a fine. This bill had all kinds of loops and hoops and loops and things to crawl through and fines to pay, and I would hardly call it amnesty. I think it was too complicated, could have never been enforced anyways. On the left, we didn't like the guest worker program, and that's because we want to protect American jobs. We don't want other people, creating some sort of forced, low-cost labor force. A form of indentured servantry is probably what it would end up being. And so I'm okay it didn't pass. And that's the thing. I mean, George Bush loved this bill because of this indentured servant part of it. And this ties in with everything else. And for a while, the right-wing talk show people just, talked up Bush and our commander-in-chief and support the war and la, la, la. And, any criticism of him is unpatriotic. That is until this immigrant bill came along. Oh, and those right-wing talk show people were just going off on him and calling him incompetent. And, what is he thinking? And, why is he aligning himself with the corporations? Well, don't you get it? That's what he's been doing all along. The Iraq War is about aligning itself with corporations. He is incompetent. Why do you think I don't understand it. I mean, it's all the same thing. You think he's running the war properly, but you don't think he's doing the immigration thing properly. It's all tied together, and it has to do with this government that we have right now aligning themselves with a corporation, which is a form of fascism. And I hear the right-wing radio talk show people, Islamo-fascist, throwing the word fascism around all the time, calling the leftists fascists. Fascism is one of the most extreme forms of right-wing ideologue. I looked up something on my, where it's right here. Sinclair Lewis said that when fascism comes to America, it will be wrapped in the flag and carrying a cross. Okay? Fascism is what Mussolini had. Fascism is more like Adolf Hitler. All right, well, I better wind this up. So until next time, this is Citizenkong. Cheers.